100-yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They're on attack when they tackle like damages. They react and play it back on the camera. High boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can cough at the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season, and now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past, and tonight we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy between the New Orleans Saints taking on another NFC team in the Dallas Cowboys. They go play action here on first down. On the move to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. To throw is Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. There he goes. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, look at the juke. Nifty move. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Drew Brees and the Saints finally getting that second shot in a Super Bowl. Remember, he was the MVP in Super Bowl 44, but some thought that the window was closing after devastating playoff losses at Minnesota 2 years ago and home against the Rams last year. But instead, here he is, the NFL's all-time leading passer, Drew Brees, looking rush coming, and he he's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 46 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Ready? You ready?
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Being chased out left. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Sean Lee is a linebacker with an exciting mix of tackling ability and coverage skills.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there he had to break multiple tackles to earn that touchdown. Bottom line, he earned that touchdown.
Indeed he did. That was pretty much a get-off-of-me run and all the way into the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now back out comes the offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
This is Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Prescott from the gun. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? when the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down, it's Elliott, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A first down carry by Elliott. No, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Steps away. He'll try, and I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 57 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who can also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they?
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Prescott throwing complete to Cobb. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott, that one complete to Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Now Prescott steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know
and that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defense.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll roll him out right. Finds the open target, Arnold. So we've come upon halftime. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. The never-tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here now, a look at Drew Brees. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deep.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play. Brees finding Thomas. 43 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one rips, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Play action. Brees. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 there in the New Orleans 1st down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Brees. Now Brees lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
95-56.
Working from the gun, it's Brees. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him.
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas. his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
Guys, it feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On third down, it's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. Cooper was the target there.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Cooper's got it. There he goes. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talks about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off, Byron Jones. Thomas, the intended target. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, 62 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah,
and now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line foot. The big fella. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And the Cowboys defense, they march back out onto the field. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining, but a first down likely in. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looking long for Thomas. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott, this to Jarwin. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Prescott to throw it. That's complete to Cobb. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing. Prescott. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation. It took them an extra look, but they found out, and oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. The Saints have got it. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 40, past the 20, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Prescott now completes it to Jason Witten. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Now Prescott. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
They go play action here on first down. Looking long for Thomas. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And the Lombardi Trophy is headed back to the Bayou. The New Orleans Saints, Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.